Hello, friends. Today I want to talk about a very personal experience I had, or been having actually. Many years ago, it must be 97, 6 or 7, uh, and I was driving in America. We were on a bridge. Varsha was sitting next to me. We had this big car, LTD Crown Victoria. It wasn't a very long bridge, nor a very difficult or dangerous bridge. I have always hated, or rather disliked, driving on a bridge or something which will go up and come down like an overpass. But this time, I was driving, we were talking, and suddenly I had a panic attack. Now, I didn't know that word. Varsha knew because she has studied that. I just started sweating. I said, I can't drive. I have to stop. You know, started sweating. My face became, well, Varsha could see that, and she realized that I was having a panic attack. And she said, no problem. I'm here. Slow down. You're on the bridge. You can't stop on the bridge. You have to go a little bit further, and you can stop, and I'll take over, you know. And she had some water. She opened the bottle and said, have some. I said, no, I want to stop. I want to stop. Finally, I thought I was going to crash into you know, the sides of the bridge, but I didn't. Finally made it and stopped. And I just got out of the car. My legs were rubbery, and I sat next to her. And she didn't drive, air conditioned at full blast. Sat there for a few minutes, and then Varsha started driving. And I remember she wanted to stop at Alcorn State University, her university, to pick up some books and stuff, because we had been away to New Orleans, and she hadn't taught for a few days, so she wanted to do some, I don't know, take some notes or whatever. So we stopped there, and she drove all the way. She drives very well, so there was no problem. And we stopped there, and we went to her cabin, and she had to go to the library and stuff, but I nearly slept in her office. Put my head like this on the table and just dozed off. I wasn't feeling very good. From there, we went to my friend Bapoo, live about 15, 20 kilometers, miles from where we were. And then we stopped there, had tea, and we spent an evening with them, and it was good. I was relaxed finally. That was my first experience of a panic attack. Bad. When you look at it now, you say, man, why the hell? What? Nothing. Nothing wrong with that bridge, nothing wrong with me or the car or anything. But still, it's just psychological. And then I would get such small panic attacks many times. I do that whenever I'm in a traffic, I don't mind. But if I'm stuck in a traffic and there is a car or a truck close to me on this side and close to me on this side, that means if I can open the door and get out, I don't need to get out. But if I have to get out, I won't be able to do that. That triggers my panic attack. I can't be anywhere in a closed environment. In my own house, in my own bedroom, I was once locked in. The door wouldn't open. I think there was something wrong with the lock. The latch, actually, not even the lock. And I couldn't get out my own house with Varsha and Juliben cooking in the kitchen, which was not too far away. And I got panicky. I said, open the door. Jaldi karo. I'm locked in. They didn't hear me for the first in the first 2 minutes. Then they realized that somebody's banging really hard. And then she came and said, oh yeah, I'm opening it. Don't worry. I said, if you don't open it, I'll break it open. She said, oh, come on. You know. So she finally opened it and I got out. I was sweating. My own house. Planes now. Getting on a plane, flying is another problem. Flying can be a big fear for a lot of people. Fear of flying is a very common fear, phobia. Mine is not about dying or when taking off or landing. Some people are very scared of these two processes. I'm not. I am scared. I'm in a plane, everything is cool. And suddenly I realize I'm on a plane. I can't get out of this place. I'm locked in. I'm closed in. And I start getting panicky. I just get up, start sweating. And, the passengers around me would wonder what the hell is happening with this guy. Is he a terrorist? Is he going to do something? And so it was bad. And then I will slowly cool off. Take me a while and I'll be very miserable. And I hated flying. And we had to fly to America, and that too for hours together, in order to get to America or back. So that was a bad situation. So what I did, I just took help of my uncle. Actually, he's my age, more like a cousin, but he's my mama. And I asked him, he's a psychiatrist. I said, how do I get over this situation? So he prescribed me a medication. And he told me how to do it, when to take it. And I started doing that only while flying, or only when I know I'm going to pass through something difficult like a tunnel or somewhere where the panic attack might trigger. I know that when it could. And so I take that medication a little prior to the happening, and I'm good. I'm all right. I've now been flying all around everywhere, and I'm all right. So I'm good now. And I always keep that medication in my pocket, in my wallet. Just imagine. It's like this people with a bad heart, they put a little thing under their sorbitol, or whatever you call it, under their tongue, and then they feel better. Same thing with me, but it's a different kind of a drug. And I don't need to take it every day or all the time. I take it only when flying, or, as I said, in a very scary situation. Once, this is before I started taking the medication, we were in Jackson, Mississippi, and Varsha and I and Varsha's mom, we were going to travel from Jackson, Mississippi to North Carolina, and we got on the plane. The plane has been sitting under the sun, and the air conditioning probably wasn't on, and it was very warm inside. A small plane. We were in the front seat though, still. I sat down, and very warm, and I tried to open those ducts. It didn't work yet. They hadn't started it yet. I just said, oh, come on, please start the air conditioning. And then suddenly the girl announced that since there is some trouble, we are in a queue, so we'll be delayed about 15, 20 minutes. So, and that triggered it. I said, I want to get out of this plane. Varsha said, you can't do that. I said, yes, I can. I don't want to travel by plane. So the stewardess came over. She said, what's happening? I said, I want to get out. He said, you can't, sir. We have closed the doors. We're ready to take off. I said, but we're not. It's going to be 15 minutes. And I can't wait that long. She said, sorry, sir. We can't let you out. And if we do, you won't be able to come back. I said, I don't care. I'll take a bus. I'll take a train. I'll drive. But get me off this plane. So She was a seasoned stewardess. I think she and Varsha whispered a little bit, and then she went and got me some ice cubes in a plastic, in a Ziploc bag, and said, "Sir, keep this on your neck here, and you'll feel good." I was about to panic and pass out bad, and I did that, and suddenly I started feeling better. You know, I said, "Oh, oh." I was still very upset, very uptight, but started calming down. And then there was another announcement that now we're ready to fly off. It's within 5 or 6 minutes. So I was happy. That was a close one. That was really bad. And then after that, once we went back to India, I told my cousin, uncle, or uncle cousin, I said, this is my problem. And I have to solve this because I have to travel to America every so often. You know, I can't afford to panic every time I go on a plane. So he, prescribed this drug, and I take that, and I'm okay. So that's how my panic attack story is. One more thing, when I'm flying, this is my personal experience and my personal practice. I don't eat anything. I just drink water, maybe tomato juice or orange juice or something like that. A little bit of salad, maybe a little fruit, but no food. Varsha and I, when we travel, she orders a full platter Hindu vegetarian meal, and I ask for a fruit platter. So she eats both fruits and meal, and I eat a little bit of something from her plate, but mostly I eat fruit if I do at all, if I eat anything at all. But otherwise, I just sit with an empty stomach, and that really helps me. I remember once I ate and I was miserable. So maybe it's psychological, it usually is, but I have found out how I can manage myself and manage avoiding a panic attack. So here I am, guys. Panic attacks can really take you by surprise, and really, it can make your life very difficult. Ask me. So maybe if you have a problem, go see a doctor.